Hey, customers. Today I want to talk about what I call the HGTV customer or the Google customer. Well, what does that mean? And this is not an insult to customers at all, but one of the worst issues we have are potential customers who think that they know everything because they've watched a couple episodes of the hottest show on HGTV, or the rehab shows on HGTV, or they Googled how to paint a room. So, yeah, you can get a ton of information on the internet. It can tell you exactly how to do things, but that does not make you a painter. There's nothing that can equal the experience that we have in the field doing it. Not a book. Because everything that's in that book is not what happens out in the field. You're not dealing with temperature issues, previous coatings, application issues. Does this coating go with that coating? You're dealing with different chemicals on the jobs. That book's not going to tell you that. HGTV is not real. It's a show. It's a half-hour show where they go in and make over a house. I mean, do you really think that that's how that show went? Everything that they showed you? No, it doesn't happen that way. They've edited it. They edited that show so much to get rid of the mistakes. It takes a lot longer than they're showing you. And you really can't see much up close in those shows. So you can't tell. You can't tell. So when we come out to a job and we start painting a room, and then we hear it sometimes that that's not really the way you're supposed to do it. And my painter's been doing it for 25 years, and he instantly gets pissed off and calls me and says, I can't deal with this customer. They're driving me crazy. They watched a show last night on HGTV on how to stain the baseboard, and that's what I'm doing today, and they're telling me I'm doing it wrong. So what do we do at that point? He's angry, my painter. The customer's angry because they think they know everything. And I got a call. So now we have to call the customer and explain that, Mrs. Smith, I just want to explain that, Carl's been doing this for 25, 30 years. And, the woman you watched staining the baseboard last night on the show really isn't even a painter. She's an interior decorator, and they set that all up. And they look at me like I'm a little crazy. And I say, hey, you really need to let Carl do this project. This is what we explained to you when we gave you the price on the job, and this is what we have to do. And if you delay him anymore, we have to charge you more. And usually they let him do the work. Sometimes not, but most of the time, yes. So that's just a good example of you can't believe everything you see. Just because you watch a New York Mets baseball game doesn't mean that you can go out and hit a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. They're professionals for a reason. They work their whole life for it. And to downplay the painter's skill is in the same vein as downplaying trying to hit that 95-mile-an-hour fastball. This is what they do every day. They paint these walls every day. They stain your baseboard every day. They've painted a million ceilings. They know if they run across something that's not going to work right, and they might have to adjust it. And it might not be what you saw on TV. So just keep that in mind when you have somebody come out and do some work for you, whether it be a plumber, an electrician, a concrete person. It's not always what it seems on TV.